Jabari. Yes.
Welcome to Salute the Real, and I have my girls with me tonight, and I'm gonna go through and no whiskey tonight, guys. No whiskey. Don't pull up your whiskey tonight. I got my babies with me. Got some of my high school seniors, and I also got some of my college freshmen with me tonight. So this is part 2 of our college show. It's a different world, and it is definitely a different world now, and from when we were in college ourselves. So definitely wanted to talk to them tonight. So you'll see the angle we're going to go with the show tonight. Say hello to my producer, Miss Candace Cooper. Hello, ma'am. How you doing?
Hello, I am doing well. And I'm sitting over here in the corner, you guys, but we've adjusted our mics, so I'm just over here just hanging out, and I got a little greens probably left on my hands. But y'all, I've been cooking greens and got my cornbread dressing going.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I'm getting ready.
Yes.
Producing shows and cooking Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
Tell you what.
And shout out to my girls too, because I'm in here right now smelling like barbecue, because I am outside barbecuing at the same time. So I appreciate them being able to sit next to me smelling like smoke. All right, so we're going to introduce our girls first. To my right, we have our 2 seniors that are here on the show with us tonight. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves. You want to start?
Hi, my name's Alea Young.
What school do you go to?
Gateway College Prep.
All right, and you are a senior?
Once I graduate, I want to major in finance.
Major in finance?
Yes.
Okay, and you're also playing sports?
Yes, I run track at school and outside of school with Coach Cooper.
All right. Yes. All right. My second senior that's here with me tonight. You want to introduce yourself, ma'am?
My name is Mariah Gibson. I go to McNeil High School.
McNeil High School. All right. And where are you? What are you planning? What are your plans once you graduate?
I plan on majoring in computer science and running track.
All right. And so, to my left side here, I have 3 of my kids that have been with me. First of all, y'all tell them how long y'all been with us. You want to tell them how long you been? I mean, how long? Just throw a number out there.
9 years.
9 years, give or take. Just throw a number out there. Whatever.
I think 8.
8. And how long you been with me?
Since I was born.
All right. So, first one up. First one, go ahead, baby. Tell me your name.
My name's Jasmine Haywood, and I go to the University of Texas at Tyler.
Okay. Candace, can you hear him good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Say that again, man. What university?
University of Texas at Tyler.
Okay. And this is what year for you?
My freshman year.
All right. And what events are you working on so far down there as far as track is concerned? What is it looking like you're going to be running?
A lot of the 2-4, maybe the 100 when we get more towards outdoor.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's it right now.
All right.
Some relays.
All right. And my next kid? Clap for y'all don't get quiet. All right. Say it again, Angel.
My name is Angel Sanders, and I go to Grambling State University.
Okay. And what are you majoring in? I didn't ask you your major either, Jazz.
Oh, I'm civil engineering.
Civil engineering. All right. What about you?
I'm majoring in criminal justice with a minor in mass communications.
All right. And what is your primary events that you're focusing on right now for track?
My primary event is going to be long jump.
All right. And last but not least, we have my big eye baby back. All right. Tell them your name again and where you going. And
My name is Jaden Cooper, and I attend the University of Texas at Dallas, and I'm majoring in biology.
All right. And what events are you probably focusing on there?
I'm gonna be focusing on the 400 hurdles
Gotcha.
with reels.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Great. So here, this is what we want to do tonight. What I want to do is I want to. It was really great the other night to have the kids on, and so we want to continue tonight. And tonight, the angle that I wanted to go is I want to talk to my high school kids, my seniors, about their senior year, the challenges they're having, or what they're looking forward to in this senior year, what they're being told that they're going to have to deal with in their senior year, and then kind of let these college freshmen, give their advice, give their story on their senior year as well, and maybe a little advice to them, but then also allow them to talk to them about their freshman year in college and maybe preparation for it, how they can maybe put themselves in a better position to go into college. So I'll start with my seniors over here. Girls, tell me right now, first of all, how does it feel to finally be a senior?
Unreal.
Huh?
Unreal.
Unreal?
It took a long time to get here.
Okay.
And it came out of nowhere too. It came by really fast.
Okay. All right. And so with your senior year, what all are y'all juggling at this time? What are you dealing with as a senior, preparing yourself to get ready to graduate?
I think it's like time management, doing school work and running track in school and out of school.
Okay. What all do you do? You also have a job, correct?
Yeah, I work.
Well, and how many hours are you typically working a week, give or take?
A week, probably like 8 or 12.
How many days of practice do you have normally?
In school, we run like a couple hours out of school. And I go
Can you hear Candace?
Speak up
Speak
a
up a
little
little
bit
bit
louder.
more.
in school.
She's shy, guys. She's a smiley face. She gonna smile all the time. I'm trying to get her to be a little bit more open. Come on, she's doing good.
In school, it's like a couple hours, and right after 3 to 4 hours a day.
3 to 4 hours a day. Okay, all right. And how difficult has it been to get your work done and also work and take care of yourself, eat right, and all that kind of stuff? How tough is it?
Yeah, it's pretty hard. I gotta like try to juggle, like making sure I have time to do my schoolwork, but also make sure that my body is okay to manage going through whole track practice.
Okay. Do you also want to? I'm assuming you do. What about the experiences of just having a high school fun life? Do you actually have time to have some social time for yourself?
Yeah, mostly like on Fridays I'll go to like a football game or basketball game. That's really all.
Y'all made it to the
Yeah,
playoffs?
it's the playoffs,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Leo, what about you? What are you juggling right now?
Well, just like Mariah said, school track practice and then coming out to, run indoor with the honey badgers and then having to go home, do homework, do chores and all that stuff. It's kind of hard, but I mean, we're pushing through. We're getting it done.
Gotcha. Is that tough with having brothers at home?
Oh, yes.
How many brothers you got at the house?
2 little brothers.
Yeah, 2 little brothers. Okay. And do they want some of your time too?
Sometimes. Not anymore since times.
Okay. All right. So what is challenging in your opinion about preparing for this transition to college? What are some of the things that you've been told so far that you're gonna have to do to get ready, especially as a student athlete? What are some of the things that you're having to do that maybe other kids aren't having to do?
It's just a lot of, like Mariah said, time management. Like some kids who aren't student athletes, they can, apply to these colleges fast and they can just talk to the, not coaches, they can talk to the colleges and just get in. But we have to go on visits, talk to coaches, see where we actually want to go. And then, all the little preparing to apply to those colleges as well.
Okay. Goal-wise, do you think y'all are on the right track when it comes to your preparation for the times you're trying to hit this year? Actually on the track. Do you think you're on a good path so far, or you got a lot of work to do, or where you think you're at?
Maybe just like a little bit of work, but I think I'm on the right good track.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think we're on the right track too. You know, we still got to put in the work and come to practice every day, do what we have to do, but we're doing good. We're doing good.
Okay. You know, hey, here we go. Yeah. All right. Transition over to our girls. You heard them, all right, and they are trying to figure this out. You know, they left out a lot of things, prom, you know, cap and gown. A lot of that stuff wasn't mentioned. I saw y'all as I was very fortunate and blessed to be at all your graduations and see you walk. I saw the hair, I saw the shoes, I saw the makeup and the nails. I saw a lot of money. That's what I saw. I saw a lot of money. Can you talk about the challenges when it comes to finances for your senior year that y'all had to deal with? They probably are quite, they don't know yet. Do y'all know anything? Do y'all remember any of that?
I think going into your senior year, it's very important to save because you have pictures, you have prom, you have homecoming, you have all these. Nobody talks about how much even if you're not a student athlete or you're just applying for colleges, the application fees are like $50. That's money too, and that ends up racking up. So just saving coming into your senior year because you end up spending a lot of money, and just communicating with your parents. So you're making sure that all the application fees are on time. You're not paying anything extra. You're making sure you're getting your cap and gown, and just communicating with them is very important. So you get everything that you need and you get it on time.
What about you, Jay? Same thing. Jay?
I don't think I'm good for that question.
Okay. All right. Is when it comes to your senior year, what did y'all experience that maybe they didn't talk about, or maybe they did talk about it, and how did you deal with it? How was your senior year? Period.
Oh, my senior year was pretty good. I think one thing that a lot of people, especially as student athletes, that we don't focus on a lot or that they didn't talk about was like the pressure that comes with it. You know, you go to high school and everybody knows you're an athlete, especially at the schools that we've all like are going to or we're at for high school. They know we're pretty good at what we do, so that added pressure of like, oh, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna sign? And then the pressure you put on yourself. I know I did. I put a lot of pressure on myself during high school as far as going to college and stuff like that, and having these expectations for myself, not realizing that there's a lot more that goes into it than just the school you go to, but it's about the culture and everything else. Money is a big factor, and it's not just the name of the school, but everything else behind it.
What do you think made you put that much pressure on yourself?
Well, personally, I always, since I started track, I had big dreams of like going to big D1 schools and having all these, you know, accolades and stuff like that. But you know, life hit, and for me at that moment, so that's why I chose the school I went to and make that decision.
And how is that going for you so far?
It's going great. I'm very, what's the word? I'm excited about the school I chose, and you know, I'm growing as an athlete, growing as a young adult, so it's pushing me out of that box I was in high school. So.
Your coach is watching right now. He's right.
Hi, Coach Jay.
All right, Angel, what about you?
I think senior year, it was really fun for me just because I went to more football games than ever. We had prom and everything, but...
Were y'all any good in football?
No. but like just making memories like with your friends and just hang out with friends and all that was good. But then it was like stressful because you're trying to pick what college you want to go to. And I'm not gonna lie, it was like times where I didn't think I wanted to run, so I was trying to look for colleges to where I would be happy at just as a regular student. But it just takes a lot of work. But senior year is like something that you need to like take advantage of, because once you leave home, like you're not going to be with the same friends that you were with, and just take advantage. And you're at home, your parents are feeding you and everything else.
Woo,
take
Lord.
advantage. Yeah. Take advantage.
Hold on. Say that again. What was that?
If your parents are feeding you and they're buying you everything, take advantage of that and spend time with them, because that gives you the best opportunity and the most money. So even if that's across the state, that's just might have to be like a sacrifice you might have to make. So you're not gonna be able to come home every weekend or come home every holiday. And so you just want to make sure you pick the right school for you and go somewhere that you like.
Gotcha. Jane?
My senior year, I was very burnt out and heavily procrastinating on like everything, not even just my schoolwork, but with track too. And I still had these high expectations for what school I was going to, and just being unrealistic with time when it came to the amount of work I was putting into for track. So my advice to y'all is just, if you know what you want, make sure you're working for that, towards your goal. And also, don't be too hard on yourself. If you're not training as much as you should or know you should be doing, then don't have unrealistic goals that you know you're probably not going to hit.
So let's hold on. Let's build on that. Let's be 100. Let's be 100 here. When it comes to these three girls, you know, Jazz, you made it to state your senior year, but I think we can all agree that we still didn't quite hit what we wanted to hit with you. Angel, same thing. Jay, same thing. You know, we all made mistakes along the way. We was all learning together. I told y'all that, you know. What were some of the things that happened along the way that from the beginning, where Angel, you was Junior Olympics podium every year, seemed like it was, I mean, Jazz, y'all all had that. Jay, you used to be, everybody knew you, like y'all all had so much success as youngsters in your own way. What were some of the things that happened along the way that created some difficulties with continuing that success? It's your own thing. It's your own.
I just think for me it was like growing up, because, you know, as a girl, you know, your body changes, and so puberty is one thing, and then when you're younger, you're just running. Like you're just running because, I'm not gonna say just because it was fun, but because you're out there. When you're older, you end up getting a mindset of your own, so you think a lot more. And so for me, it was just like I always like I wasn't always positive. I always thought negative thoughts going into the race or going into the track meet. So I think that's what held me back. And so the more I got into senior year, I just had to rebuild my confidence up to get me to where I can be positive on the track and get back to what I was needing to do.
What were some of the main things that you felt like changed over time? From, you were one of the, I think around that 13, 14 range. Yeah, you were one of the top kids in the state. I mean, maybe top 20, top 15 in the country when it came to, you know, the expectations of you coming out of indoor. What do you think changed? What were some of the things on all our ends? I mean, y'all, to be honest, you know, Coach Cooper I wasn't perfect either. So, I mean, changed along the way that you feel like, you know, created some backslide, maybe some down moments for yourself.
Yeah, I had a lot of early success with my track career, which was great. In the moment, it was wonderful. You know, everybody knows you. You have these times. You get posted on these websites, Mile Split and whatnot, and it was great. But then you go into year 2 after that, and you're like, okay, well, I have to keep up with it, and there's these expectations not only of other people, but then you start to put on yourself. I know me personally, that was a big part of why I started to. It became a job for me, and I lost the passion with it. You know, if you don't have passion with track, you just don't need to do it at all. And that was a big part of it.
My mama's.
Okay, come on, Jay. Sorry, guys, we got food coming for the girls as well, so we're trying to figure all this stuff out. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's the main thing. It became a job and not a a hobby or like something that I was passionate about. It was more like, oh, I gotta go out here and I have to get first, or I have to drop this time, I have to beat this girl, and it was that type of thing where it became a lot, and then that pressure and then the added pressure of myself, that was the biggest thing, and I just got in my head going into a race. And I think track is a lot of mental more than it is physical. So if you go into a race already beat, you're not going to perform like you need to, or like you even can. So that
was beautiful. All right. Okay. What is that? So what are they saying, Candace?
Good insight.
Oh, okay. I can't see behind the camera. Okay. All right, Jay. Anything on that?
My thing was I ran track longer than like anybody on our team, and it was just me watching my other friends like live their life, and every single summer or even winter I was training and working, and it felt like I never had any days off, and it just became something that I didn't love anymore, and it felt like a job. And every time I would have to run or step on the track in a meet, I would get such bad anxiety, and I just didn't like the feeling that it was giving me. And also just my dad being my coach, and we would come home and like I wouldn't have a dad relationship. It would always just be coach, coach, coach. And that also just made me lose a lot of love for the sport. And also I wasn't putting in the amount of work I should have been, so then my times were reflective on that. And I think those three attributes just came together, and I just did not want to run anymore.
Gotcha. So in saying those things, what do you tell them as they're preparing to go? Because we're going into indoor season. I mean, y'all know how big indoor season can be for them. It's going to be very important. You can put down some time for as contacts from coaches during indoor season. So for them and the other seniors that we have, other kids that we got coming up behind them, what would you tell them? And now that you have time, you have had time to think about it, you're still running, all three of y'all are still running at the next level, hey, which is a great thing. So, through all the struggles, which we call life, this is all life, guys. What they're talking about is life. That's life happening, and right in front of you. But the key to it is, did any of you give up? They did not give up. They all stuck with it, no matter what. Maybe in their own way, but they all stuck with it, no matter what. And with that being said, what would you tell these kids now that are coming up behind y'all, that have watched y'all grow up and now leave and are trying to, hopefully end up in the same situation as y'all, attending college and running? What would you tell them as far as dealing with those things? I know, Jazz, you talked about, the mental part and not putting the pressure on yourself. Is there anything else, guys, that y'all can think of that you would tell them when it comes to preparing themselves for this indoor season and, of course, getting ready for school track?
You just have to think about your goals and just realize that time goes by very fast. So even if you're not feeling it in that moment, it'll go by fast, and you're out there anyway, so you might as well just try your best and your hardest. And you also have to think that God isn't going to put you through anything that you can't get through, and you're going to end up where you need to be and where you're supposed to be. So don't stress about it, don't be anxious, and everything will work out eventually.
I would say when the coaches tell you to do the extra work at home, I think that's really important, and that will set you aside from everybody else, because after practice, nobody wants to go home and do the abs or do the push-ups or do...
Did I used to tell y'all to do that?
Yes.
How often?
Every yeah.
Okay, I'll just make
And
sure.
so nobody really wants to do that, because once you get home, you're ready to eat, shower, and go to sleep or do whatever you do. So make sure you do the little things and not just only going to practice and doing it, but you need to make sure that, on the weekends, go train or just go work on technique, even if it's not going to go get on the track, just working your mechanics and stuff like that, because you always want to try to be ahead of the game and try to be better.
Anything else, Jazz?
Just put into it what you want to get out of it, basically. If you're not going to practice ready to work or ready to hurt, don't expect to go out there and drop some crazy time because it's just not, you're not going to do it. So, yeah.
And I think communication with your coaches and your parents, and because sometimes you might have these extravagant goals, but if you go talk to your coach and they see where you are and they're watching you run, so they're going to be able to be honest with you and give you the input that you need and be realistic with you and be like, well, you're only running this, so like to just give you the input that you need. So make sure that you're talking to your coaches and asking them what else you need to do or what do you need to work on to make you better, because the more you practice it, the more that you'll get better. And so just make sure you ask your coaches so you can get a real understanding. If you don't understand, talk to them more so you can understand, because you might nod your head and you might say you understand, but you need to really understand so you can really focus on what you need.
Also, when it comes to making sacrifices, like when you want to go somewhere, but you have to do something track related, just remember like the people around you, you're probably going to end up in a better position than where they're going. And track it will also bring you a lot of opportunities that you're not going to be able to have without it. So the sacrifices that you make are worth it.
Man, these girls are preaching tonight. Lord, Lord. Girls are cute. Gotta show them some love. Here we go. Let me read some of these comments. Thank y'all for all that. The beautiful stuff. Let me read some of this. Miss Kaylee Perkins, say hello to Kaylee, girls. She's
Hi, Miss Kaylee.
all right. One of our coaches. How can we make sure not to put the same amount of pressure on the new kids coming up? Y'all all touched on good points. Body changing, start off winning, and then seeing friends have fun when you're not able to because of training and meets. Okay, so here we go. So the first thing, how can parents make sure they're not putting that same pressure on kids that some of y'all have all dealt with? Y'all have dealt with some pressure, right? I'm assuming. Right. So what can parents do to try not to put themselves in that situation where they're doing that to their kids now?
I think you should communicate to your kids, because you don't know how they're feeling and kids aren't always going to speak up. And just as parents, like, we look at you kind of like the enemy. We may not want to tell you everything. So I feel like you need to talk to your kids and see how they're feeling and what do you think that, ask them what they think they need to work on and give them the best opportunities. If they feel like they need to, switch teams and they need extra training, if you can, give them and just hear them out for what they need. And yeah.
Oh, my workout's hard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They hard?
Yes.
Compared to school track, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, has it been a lot different when it comes to, and you might be doing some things that steer more toward what you're trying to do now at school. But as far as the rigor of the workout itself, has it been a lot different in college compared to what y'all was doing in high school? The rigor, how tough it is on you.
I didn't realize with your training, we do a lot more reps with you. And then in college, they have like percentages and you're running a lot faster.
Okay.
There's less reps.
Okay.
And there might be more distance too, but you're still running faster, so there's less reps.
Okay. Okay.
I agree with what you said.
What about compared to high school?
Yes, it's much harder. Your practices are much harder than school practices are.
Is that a reason I'm asking that? Because coaches can always get better. We can always work on ourselves too. And the reason I'm asking that is that some of the deterrents for y'all not wanting to maybe come back sometimes, not wanting to work as hard as you could have worked that day because the workouts are pretty tough. Is that some of the hard part? What's some of the more difficult part of it?
Sometimes when like the workout is really hard, like you're not mentally there. You just want to go home. You don't want to do anything, and so just being there with everybody, the coach is yelling at you. You not making the time that you know that you need to make. You can just have a mental block, and sometimes you're like, I don't want to go to practice. I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that, but in the moment, like sometimes you just have to look at it as in a positive way. Just realize like this is gonna help me. So when Coach Cooper say make your last one your best one, you need to make sure that you put your all in, and then it's gonna hurt at the end, but the outcome is gonna be what you want. So you just need to do it. You just gotta suck it up really and just do it.
Gotcha. Anything else?
Oh, I would say like, especially with Coach Cooper's workouts, it's definitely prepared us. Like Jaden said yesterday, I can get through any workout and get through it good as long as I'm not injured. But I think your workouts have definitely prepared us for college workouts, just because like, you know, you might be a little more lenient than college coaches because, you know, at the end of the day, we're there, it's a business, so you're there to run and run fast at that. So I think putting us through the workouts that you put us through and not cutting corners with us has definitely set us up for success when it comes to college workouts.
Do you feel like we had a fairly structured program?
Oh, for sure.
Do we have a fairly structured program? Like we pretty much stay on track. I mean, compared to what you're seeing, do it seem like we're fairly structured now at the college? Okay, good. All right. Going back to what Caleb was saying about the pressure. Anything else about parents putting pressure on you guys? Like what I know Angel talked about the parents talking, communicating with the parent and all that, and making sure that they, you know, are on the same page and they know how the kid is feeling, right, Angel? Mm-hmm. Is there anything else about the pressure that you feel like we can do to make sure as parents we're not putting that same pressure on you guys as well?
I think it's unrealistic to say that there's never going to be any pressure. Just like if you're just competitive, you're going to put that pressure, okay, like you're doing good. It'll be okay. Like just reassuring them that everything will be okay, but also telling them how important what they're doing is for their future.
Do you feel like y'all heard that in your homes? How important it was somehow? Yeah.
I don't think I got a lot of reassurance.
Okay.
I got how important it was, but I also think it could have been laid down softer.
Gotcha. Well, I know. I mean, that's coming from me, right? I mean, I know. We know where that came from. I mean, Candace pretty much. She always let that pillow down for us, so it's understood. I know where that's coming from, but and I'll take that, and that is part of the growth that I got to do as well. For these kids that I have coming after this group. So I understand that, and so I'm gonna try to love on these over here and the ones coming behind them a little bit more, so they'll understand that it's not just about business. But I do get on y'all though, right? We keep it. Yeah. Okay. All right. And I will continue to get on them because that's what we do.
Oh wait, I also think it's important that when you're on our track team, you need to bond with the people that's around you, because like they would probably hold me accountable if I was missing a lot of practice, or like if you're on a relay, it's easier for you to go to practice because you're doing that. You're working hard for your team instead of just working for yourself. And also just having friends helps get through the workouts or track meets or like traveling. So making bonds on the team is very important.
So the family makes it better.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And she talked about the changing of the body. As y'all's bodies were changing, how difficult was that to maintain that success? And are there some things now that y'all wish you would have did maybe that could have helped you, or what do y'all think about that?
I would say that, like, me personally, once it happened, I didn't notice that my body was changing, and so once I was notified, you just need to make sure you stay on top of it.
Notified.
Yeah, notified.
You was notified, all right? Yeah, you was notified.
Yeah, once I was notified, I think you just need to, like, I mean, it's gonna happen. It may happen to everybody differently, but it's gonna happen, and every girl goes through it. So you just gotta stay positive. You gotta work 3 times harder than everybody else because you're changing. Everybody's changing different. I'm small. I'm not very big, so all that weight just makes me look like a little Oopa Loopa. And so I had to work harder so I could get all that weight off and just get used to me running. So, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Girls? My high school girls? Y'all too quiet. Talk, Mariah. Your mama sitting up here doing talk.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No body changing.
You're not with the body change, you know? Okay, all right. I know that's a tough one. And I mean, and anybody in the chat, if y'all got something for us, please tell us, you know, anything that the girls can kind of do. I mean, as that to figure out that adjustment, you know, when it's happening, you know you're changing. You're becoming a young woman, you know. I mean, it's not easy. So I know that's difficult. All I can do is somewhat listen to them and keep pushing through it, you know, and kind of get an idea of what they're feeling, because, of course, that's something that I don't go through. Kaya says, I don't know of a way, but I think it is something most of them will all go through. It's about how they handle it. I think she's talking about the pressure, okay? Christine Fields, very intelligent young ladies. That's Angel's mom. And Coach Kaiser, confidence comes from preparation. The performances are the fun part. Embrace that process of hard work. Then just smile at the meets. I tell these girls all the time. I tell them all the time, if you work hard in practice, meets should be a joke. When you're doing repetition at practice, you're doing 6 reps or whatever, and you're getting pushed and challenged in practice, meets should be a joke. So it should be fun at meets. It should be to warm up and actually have to go out there and run that race one time. I mean, come on, guys. If you really push yourself, it should be. So that's why the preparation is so important. Totally agree, Coach Kyle's good stuff. And Kaylee, hey y'all. All right, so here we go. Now we're moving on. Let's look about. Tell these kids about the drama. I'm sure there is a tad bit of drama that comes with stepping into possibly somebody thinking that you're taking their spot. Somebody thinking that you're a threat to taking their man, or somebody thinking that you're the glow in the coach's eye. So tell me about some of the drama that our young girls need to be prepared to step into, that they can, you know, that way they can kind of get an idea of that and how y'all handling it.
Well, I'm coming in with a majority freshman class, so a lot of our team are new, and we're coming in with a lot of talent, so sometimes there's little petty comments, or you get certain looks from girls that have been there and feel a little threatened by your presence. But I guess the biggest thing that I do, and then that I could tell y'all to do, is just stay focused. At the end of the day, you're there to run and run fast. So as long as you do what you're doing what you need to do on the track, everything else is irrelevant, honestly. They're not affecting your money or your success on the track, so I wouldn't let it bother you or get to you. Yeah.
No comment.
No comment?
No, I don't really have any.
No comment. Angel, well, tell me this, Angel. Hey, tell me this. Is it intimidating when you walk out there with these grown-ups? Some of these kids might be seniors, meaning they might be 22, 23 years old out there. So when you walk out here with these grown-ups, because y'all are grown too now, but it's a little different when you walk out here with some women some of these kids might be 27, 28. They might be married already. These might be...
There's a 40-year-old on my team.
So Jane just said there's a 40-year-old on her team.
We don't know her age.
Okay. Okay, so we don't know the age, but Jay did say that she looks kind of old. So with that being said, there is no age limit to, I don't think, Coach Kaiser can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I don't think there is no age limit. I know there are some old football players, and so when it comes to track, I'm not sure the exact age, but that you have to stop at, I guess. But if you have the eligibility, I'm sure that you can keep running. So with that being said, you're stepping out there with some grown people. Like, not people that just left mama house because they just graduated from high school. It is some grown people out here. Is that intimidating?
For me personally, no, because anybody can get the smoke. So.
Hey! Oh! That's my baby!
And then also with them being older and they've been there for a while, you can use what they're doing to help you, and you can ask them for help or advice with anything. Cause I know with the with my long jump group, there's a girl and she's really good, and instead of it being all this drama and mess and chaos, I asked her for help and she's willing to help me. As long as they're nice to you, you can be nice with them, and y'all can help each other, because just because they're older doesn't mean that you can't help them in some type of way. But just always remember that y'all are teammates, and y'all gotta go out there and compete. So y'all can be friends for now, but when it come on the track, we gotta handle business.
Everybody gotta handle business. They gotta do their thing. I love it. You gotta do what? What you gotta do, Jay?
Stand on business.
Stand on business. No. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I do. Just from watching, like, don't mess with nobody on the team.
Oh.
Especially up.
Oh, here we go. Good conversation. Is it okay?
No.
Okay. Let's start right here.
Why is she saying that?
Go ahead.
Aside from just watching, like my friend, she's messing with a sophomore. We find out he's messing with the other people on the team, and he's trying to mess. Just
What does that do to the team?
it breaks it up. It's so awkward.
Do Coach Cooper
and the boys.
Do Coach Cooper want anybody on the team to be dating?
No.
Why does Coach Cooper tell y'all not to date anybody on our team, in our organization? Anybody? I'll answer it. We don't want that shit over here. We don't want it. You don't get your drama over here. We're going to keep this short, sweet. Y'all are family, your brothers, your sisters. That's what you do over here. We don't want that over here. All right? And what Jaden just said is a value. That is a good statement, because when you have that relationship on the team and y'all break up, you create that rift. You start to create that drama, especially if y'all have a bad breakup and no coach is going to stand for that stuff. And guys, y'all, like Jazz said, we're talking business now. I love y'all. We love y'all forever. Y'all can always come over here, regardless of whether you running track or not. You can always come over here. But guys, if that man got a job down, or that woman got a job down there to do, and if you don't do your job, you taking your ass home. I mean, this is just what it is. I mean, they can't keep giving you money just to show up to the school and not do your job. You didn't come down here to date. You came down here to do a job. And so, have your friends. There's nothing wrong with dating, but don't create these problems amongst your teammates. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? When y'all talk about at high school, are any relationships going on within your team that you feel like create any problems like that in high school?
Oh yeah, we have people that are talking to the same people.
Talk up.
We have people that are talking to the same people, and then they figure it out, or they find out on social media, like somebody's being messy, and they tell them, and then sometimes they confront each other, sometimes they keep quiet, and then they just give each other dirty looks, and then it all goes down bad, and you can't do relays, nothing like that, because they can't get along.
Relays because they can't get along.
Yeah.
How does that make everybody else feel?
I feel like we have to give up, and we don't want to run with y'all, and then there's no relay team because nobody wants to run with you.
Wow. And does the coach know what's going on in situations like that a lot of times?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It just depends on how bad it is.
Okay.
Because sometimes the coach will ask, because then it shows on our faces that we don't want to run. Cause
Good. Thank God. All right.
Oh,
Hey, so-
let me say this. If you have a bad attitude,
Woo!
don't have a bad attitude.
Oh shit. Oh. Just hold on before you go any further. Say the word again. Say it again.
Attitude.
Oh. Just let it play. Just let it play. Bad attitude. coach want to work with a bad attitude?
No. It's so embarrassing. The other night I got secondhand embarrassment. My teammate had the worst attitude ever. We were just all so embarrassed, and it wasn't even us. That was just so bad.
You wasn't part of that, were you?
No.
Better not
A
be.
bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
All right. So when a kid has a bad attitude, does that help the team in any type of way?
No.
Does that bring down morale around the team, you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Do anybody want to be around said kid?
No.
Okay. All right. So what are some, now I know y'all have bad days. I know kids have bad days. Angel had bad days. You had bad days. Jazz had bad days. All y'all have had bad days. Leah can poke that lip out. Leah can put that lip out and it look like an extra chin sometimes. She gets so mad at me. They're gonna get pissed at me, guys. They're gonna get pissed at their coach. If your coaches is putting in some work, these kids are gonna have days where, nigga, I really don't want to be here right now, and if I could, I really want to say something to you. You know, they're gonna have those days. If you don't ever have those days with your kids, you might need to check your program. You might need to check it because you probably need to put a little bit more work in. I mean, you got to challenge them. You got to take them out of their comfort zone. I think the days where you get too comfortable, and so they don't have those days, and they're not prepared. Okay, so there was days my kids had attitudes too. Let's not get that twisted. It ain't like I got the perfect kids over here, but they did not quit. They kept coming back. It was days that I cried. It was days that they cried, but they kept coming back and they finished. They finished, and that made me proud. I think in the end, now that they have left, they can say that it was worth it. And now they're experiencing this at a new level that is giving them memories for the rest of their life. New friends, new coaches, new mentors, and a journey that they can pass along to these kids right here, family members that are younger than them. And possibly even, if they're blessed to see that, their own kids one day. And okay, if they don't want that, that's fine too. That's fine too. But I do want to be another pawpaw. So, if Jay is wants to do that. Kobe that gave me 3, so I'm already a pawpaw. So I'm looking forward to that. But so I think that we're at a point now where you guys were fortunate enough to see these guys do this and graduate. How did that feel? How did that feel watching them go through it and graduate and just like, what is that? Does that make it realistic for you? Do you feel like does it make it like, okay, cool, I see it, like I can do that too, or does it make it more intimidating for y'all?
Well, when they were here, like you said, it was like, okay, cool, like we have someone leading us. But then now that we're doing it ourselves, it is a little more intimidating, but we just have to remember what they did last year, how Jasmine was leading us last year and how good she had everyone under control and the group under control. So we basically have to use what she did last year.
And who asked am I on to lead this team now?
Us.
Me and Mariah.
All right.
Yep. That's very scary.
Yes.
It's very scary?
Yes.
Why is it scary?
Cause I'm a person. I'm very laid back, chill. I'm a leader, but like I don't really talk that much. So for me to like lead and a bunch of little kids, it's really kind of hard.
They don't want to listen sometimes.
Okay. So what are some of the things that you feel like we got to do to help you out? Is it some things that we got to do, or?
I think it's like a mental thing, like getting out of my shell.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just understand, just like y'all were looking up to them, those kids are looking up to y'all to continue to go. Mm-hmm. Do y'all feel like over a short period of time, because y'all have helped build this organization all the way through, so do you feel like in a short period of time that we've built something special with this organization, with our meets? How does that make you feel as a kid that came up in this program? Does it make you proud that you were part of it, or does it make it hard to say Is that a lot of pressure to even be a part of a program like that?
Well, I have to be honest, I hate seeing right now how there isn't as many older kids as there used to be.
Yeah.
We're really successful when it comes to the track teams that we throw, and people just following you as a coach and as a person. But I feel like our team isn't representing the success that we're showing in other areas.
Okay. Do you feel like there's a reason for that, or is it something that we can do to change that, or is it just the way it is here?
I think, me personally, because I've been here for a while, I just think that they find Coach Cooper intimidating, and I just feel like that they may not agree with what Coach Cooper, what you say, and because you're brutally honest and you're just honest, so I feel like they may not want their kids around that, but they need honesty, because track, you have to be brutally honest. If you're trash, you're trash. If you need to get better, you need to get better. If you need to lose weight, you gotta lose weight. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I just feel like they may seem like you're just all rowdy, but you're doing it for a reason. It's just for us to get better. So I just feel like they find that intimidating, and maybe that's a reason why they don't want to come. Or older kids, I'm not gonna lie, when you're older, you feel like you know everything, and the coach can't tell me this, and the coach can't tell me that, when you need to hear it. So I feel like, well, Coach Cooper just gonna tell me this, or he gonna make me run the 400 when I only run the 1, when you need to do it. And they're just gonna go to a team that's gonna let them do what they want, and that's not always the best.
We lost some kids like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we lost some kids along the way like that, and it is what it is. We believe what we believe, but I'm very proud to say that Angel can go down to Grambling, and if that coach needs her to step up and run. Can you run the 4x4?
Yes.
Can you run the 200?
Yes.
Can you run the 100?
Yes.
Can you run the 4x1?
Yes.
Can you long jump?
Yes.
She can do it all. Jay, can you step out there and run the 4x4?
Yeah.
You can do it all. Like my kids can do. I'm not gonna apologize to anybody because I expect more out of my kids. I expect my kids to be well rounded. I want range, and I'm not gonna apologize for that. You're not gonna come on my team and just run the 100 and think that shit is cool. You're a 17, 16-year-old kid. You need more range than that. I want to be able to sell you when it's time to go to college. All right, so that's what I believe, and that's my style. A lot of people might not agree with that, like you said, but I know it won't fail. Or y'all not running college at this time. My bad.
I do also want to say that other teams might just bring straight studs to their program just because they have a lot of talent on their team, and then coaches might also treat people different based off their talents. But with my dad, our team brings people who have probably never touched a ball or been on a track in their life, and that he sees the potential in every single person that comes out there. So he's helping people and not just focus on what talents they already do have.
Shout out to some of my kids that have done this. We've had several that come out there that wasn't the most talented kid, but can y'all tell one story? Just one quick story. I know we about done now. It's time to go. But just one quick kid that comes to mind that came out there late in the game that didn't know anything about track, didn't have no clue. Now has an award named out, our biggest award named after him, and ended up. Who am I talking about? Isaac. Kid came out there, didn't have not a lick of talent, guys, and ended up running and working hard, and no matter what, he jump up, them knees come up in his chest, he's stretching out, he doing all that, and get dead last. He had it all the way down when it comes to the jumps and all. I love that kid to death. And I watched that kid, no matter how many times he placed at the end, he never gave up. You can't tell me, guys. You can't tell me. You can't tell me, you know, what can't happen if you want it to happen, if you just continue to try. And so, to my high school kids, y'all, it's y'all's turn to lead this team. Starwin Indoor. We got a meet coming up December the 12th. I mean the 10th at University of Houston. My expectations are that they go out there and they represent us well. Guys, y'all support them. And y'all continue to support them at their level, okay? Yes. And for any kids that are interested in being a part of what we do, the family part was that Jay, the family part, and this right here, they're in my house, guys. This is gonna be forever. This is why I tell y'all it's so much bigger than track. You know, I preach that it's so much bigger than track. I want to see these kids every damn time they come home. All right. So here we are. A few things real quick. Sam Navarro, everyone runs the 800 with the Northside Stroud. Sam, I'm a big believer in it, baby. I'm a big believer in that. No excuses, Sam says. Church shoes, Kaylee. Good jobs, lady. Janelle Gibson. That's Mariah's mom. Kaylee, is the team sponsored by Nike? Everybody has on the Nike sweatsuit. You know what? We need to work on that, Candace, producer. You need to work on that. No, we do not have sponsors at this time. This team does not have sponsors yet. We continue to create some amazing things. Kaya Patillo, that's one of my babies as well. Good luck. Love you, family. Enjoy that pizza. Jada Brantley, hey y'all. Alright, that's Jada. Much love, Jada. Much love. Listen, any final words from y'all to them?
I can speak for this just because it doesn't matter what division you go in. Yes, I went to a D1. Oh.
We're all D1, D2, D3.
Final thoughts. My final thoughts. Y'all gonna take my final thoughts for that.
I'm gonna say it doesn't matter what division you go to. I went to a D1, but it was more so it was about business. It was about the money. They was giving me more money than the other school I was going to. So just make sure that they're giving you the right amount of money. And it does not matter about what division you go to, because you can go to JUCO, you can go D3, you can go wherever, and you'll still have the opportunity to transfer and go somewhere that makes you feel at home and you like the coaches. You need to like the coaches because you're there with them every day, and you need their support. That you want them to be confident in you. And so just make sure that you have a good relationship.
That, you know, might be out of your norm, but just get comfortable in doing things like that. And talking. Don't be afraid to talk, because once you get to college, especially as an athlete, you're going to talk. You're going to talk to a lot of people. So working on those communication skills is huge.
Beautiful.
You don't need your whole wardrobe. I got way too many clothes. I have no space for nothing. And just learn how to save your money.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
But use your family, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, everybody you can, use them.
Yeah, reach out. Hey, reach out to them. You're a college student. College students got to learn to hustle. Girls, anything on y'all end? Y'all got babies looking up to y'all too? And y'all got other high school seniors out here that are gonna see and hear this. Anything on y'all end? From based on the work y'all doing, what do you wanna say?
I say that time management is key, and that's all I got.
Time management. Okay.
Put in the work to be great.
Put in the work to be
We're all
great.
trying to get somewhere in life.
Okay.
Don't be a
awesome. It's okay to fail an exam. Yeah, because you're going to fail one. I promise you. Yeah, it's inevitable. One exam score doesn't determine anything.
Define you.
Yes.
And get a lot of rest.
Yes.
Because them weights.
Prioritize rest.
Yeah, you need it.
Eating too. Eat. You have to eat a lot.
How many times a day are y'all practicing? I know Jay told us Like some
twice
twice a day?
sometimes
Twice a
3
day.
times.
Yeah. What time do y'all have a morning practice y'all gotta do?
Yeah, we have weights at 6:15, and then we have regular practice at 5.
That's
Okay.
really nice.
All right, guys. If you wanna real quick read some of this stuff, Coach Kaza, I saw that he had put one in here. This is why we love the kids from the Honey Badgers, great representatives of Coops organization. Thank you, Coach. Much love to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Let's see here. Fanita King, good luck to you, all of you young ladies on all of your endeavors. You're all beautiful. Thank you, Miss King. Dang, can the baby badgers get some of that Nike? You do. It's right on the Nike store. Honey Badgers have Nike store now. Get as much of it as you want, Kaylee. Sam Navarro, Coach Navarro from Northside Strides. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Coach. Already. JUCO as well, Coach Sam said. His son, by the way, went to JUCO coming out of high school. Now he's sitting at Mississippi State. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Coach. Mississippi State, D1, SEC. Yeah, so he had to go JUCO first, and now he's at Mississippi State. He's big time. Jada Brantley, I used to be one of his babies to y'all. I done got too old for him now. That is not true, Jada. You're more than welcome over here. You're also more than welcome to come out and coach with us. I'll have you anytime. Look forward to it. But Jada did run that 100 for me, and I used to be excited to see her do it. Enjoyed it. Here we go. Kaylee, great job, y'all. It's so rewarding to see everyone doing well and willing to pass knowledge down to the younger Badgers and everyone else. Absolutely. Totally agree. Coach Sam, also please let parents know that once kids get into college, they have to back off.
Mm-hmm. No, but I'm not gonna lie. Going away from home, it made me and my parents bond very close. We got closer. I talked to my parents about everything, and so for me, it was good leaving away from home, just realizing that I don't have everything that I used to and stuff like that. But me and my parents' relationship has gotten close since I've been.
Jay, do I bother you?
No, but she does. That's right. And we'll continue.
Jazz, is your mama bothering you? No? No? You be chilling? Alright.
My mom and granny and Aunt Cammy call me combined, I think, about 20 times a week. I'm not gonna lie. 10 for each of them.
Hey guys, you gotta be confident that you have taught them. I know there's a lot going on. There's nothing wrong with keeping in touch with your kids. But like Coach Sam say, you gotta let go and let God. You got, at this point, you gotta be confident that you have taught. If you feel like you gave them everything you got, if you really do feel like you gave them everything, if you didn't hold back, these girls heard everything from me. When I tell y'all think y'all heard it, they heard everything I got. They heard everything I got. So they can't say they don't need. You know, they got stuff to do. Just like we got stuff to do. So yes, you gotta let go. Great comment, Sam.
About coaches.
Oh, coaches! Oh, hell yeah! I'm sure gone. You know, yeah, I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gone. I mean, but when it comes to all of it, though, yeah, as coaches, you know, you gotta let go. But even when it comes to, is it on?
No, something was moved. That's okay.
Okay, here we go. My bad. We got a lot of feet back here, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. People are hungry. But even when it comes to being with the, is it on? Oh, we on, guys? Y'all let us know if we still on. Is it on? Alright. So even when it comes to life itself, guys, we gotta let them make some decisions for themselves. And you just gotta be confident that you have done the things that you need to do to teach them to be able to make those good decisions. So I want to thank all you girls. Thank all y'all. Our final thoughts, you know, were wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all are gonna do. We'll bring y'all back during the Christmas holidays. By that time, we will have put down some times, and we'll talk about from there. You know what we need to do to hopefully do better. All right. So thank y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving. All right. Much love to y'all, and salute the real.